Hello, everybody, and thank you for coming to my presentation today. My name is Elisa, and I will be presenting the evolution of my vocabulary learning app called Vocafi. So I hope you enjoy. We will be starting with my persona today. Her name is Candace. She's 28 years old, single. She works full-time on a farm, and she attends college part-time for a liberal arts degree. During the minimal downtime she has, she enjoys hiking, cooking, hanging out with friends. Despite her busy schedule, working and commuting, as well as her ADHD diagnosis, she knows in order to get ahead in school, she needs to spend some of her downtime studying. Candace's motivations to get studying done are by the idea of graduating college and pursuing a rewarding career. She wants to pass exams, be able to speak regularly about the new topics she's learning, and study confidently and consistently in an organized manner. Because she has ADHD, she's a visual and auditory learner, and she prefers to have brief stints of studying and calming white noise of humming during her day. With minimal downtime and ADHD symptoms that cause her to lose focus, become disorganized, and easily distracted, she often feels frustrated and unaccomplished when she attempts to study. Candace wants to stay focused, organized, accountable, and she wants to be able to easily measure her progress while she's learning so many new things. As the creators of a new vocabulary app, we'll know this goal to be true when we see her successfully communicating and applying these new concepts in her daily routines and passing course exams that lead her to her next step in life. What's the solution, we say? The solution to these challenges is Vocafi, the vocabulary learning application that allows users to input and engage with new concepts and vocabulary in their own unique way. The application allows users to customize vocabulary to fit their learning styles and preferences in order to succeed in their goals of furthering education. There's always a step one in the design process, and so became the first prototype of the app. This onboarding process features options to create an account or continue as a guest, a tutorial screen, and a drop-down menu. Notice how the first prototype has a different name. During my second iteration, I recognized the importance of simply having, quote, logo in my initial prototype so as to not confuse testers. This manual vocab entry features the process of a user manually entering a new vocabulary word, customizing the look of the card, and reviewing it before submitting to the glossary or to a topic. The upload vocab entry feature allows the user to scan a document or upload from files, which proved to be confusing for usability test participants. This feature allows the user to highlight words in the document that get added to a list that can then be edited, customized, and saved. Then came the fun part of testing my first prototype. I met with 3 participants, recorded each session, and viewed their engagement with the application through the prototyping app called Marvel. Participants were prompted to complete 4 tasks. Open the app, create an account, and view the tutorial. Log a new word and personalize the card. Take a photo of the document, highlight desired concepts to input and create cards based on these concepts, and edit a previously documented word. During testing, I learned so much, and iteration was an absolute delight to design. As you can tell, the second prototype is much more refined, and that part was really exciting to me. Participants were confused by the options of logging in, creating an account, and continuing as a guest, so I removed the continue as guest option, which I hypothesize will make onboarding more intuitive. I removed some screens to create a more streamlined introduction to the app and offered a clickable feature in the tutorial so the next round of test participants have an idea of what that engagement might look like. I also removed the drop-down menu because each participant was confused about this feature and found it redundant when comparing it to the rest of the app. Participants were confused about where to go to add a new word, so I changed the Add New feature to Add New Vocab feature, making it clear. In this iteration, I was sure to stay consistent in the language, especially noting save to glossary and save to topic, rather than save to glossary and add to topic, as was in the original prototype. I also removed the review word screen as it was found redundant by other users. Also, it's important to note that all the participants were confused about how to go about editing a word, and it was a top priority to offer the edit option clearly in the glossary. Participants expressed confusion when they saw the scan and upload options for uploading, so I removed the scan option and on the Add New screen and gave clear options to take a photo or simply upload a file from the camera or from a file or from the camera roll. I added a camera feature to indicate that it was the next step of the upload process and included 2 screens to indicate what the features were post-upload. I hypothesized that this will make things a bit clearer to the user about how to use this feature. What's next, you say? There are many things I plan to continue in future iterations to make the app more intuitive and user-friendly. More clickable features and prototypes, such as the tutorial, seem to be essential to all users. I believe a tutorial of how to edit an uploaded document will be imperative. I also plan to make the back option more streamlined so the users can edit with more ease. I also believe that users will find it advantageous to edit more than just a picture and a card, so I plan to add and test other customizable features such as tones and animations. For auditory learners and those with second languages, they might find it important to hear the words being pronounced correctly, which is another feature I plan to add in the next iteration. Lastly, I think it's important for the users to feel confident that they're using their time efficiently, so an option to time themselves, whether it's for using the app overall, adding new words, or spending time customizing or quizzing, this might help them stay accountable not only within the app, but within their daily routines. This overall design process was so important for me in my education. I've learned how beneficial it is to have various interviewees and testers, even those from semi-diverse groups, as to hone in on specific user issues, and I would plan to have more than just 3 participants for testing. It was also so beneficial to record all these processes with participants. I found myself spending a lot of time designing my presentations for each part of the design process, and I want to cut back on that time in order to be more thorough in the process and efficient in getting important points across to my audience. While manually entering and uploading words are important, for my next project I plan to think more broadly about what my users may benefit from. If I were to do this project over, I would have prioritized not only the upload entry feature, but also fleshed out the task to take a quiz. Lastly, I will always value feedback and critiques from my audience. Input from others is the most important part of iterations, and I will always value it from a positive, productive perspective so I can keep growing. Thank you so much for my presentation, for hearing me out today, and I look forward to your feedback. Have a great day.